Hey there, it's David H. Lawrence the 17th, and today I want to talk to you about that little tiny demon inside you that is not very giving and not very gracious and a little upset when you see others advancing, getting gigs, getting booked, getting callbacks, getting auditions, making their career and their journey move forward. It's a fairly natural thing despite us all trying to be, oh, that's so great that, I didn't get it, but it's okay. It's great that somebody got it, You try and practice that kind of gracious generosity whenever possible, but it can really begin to wear on you when it happens over and over and over again, and it can start to cause feelings of jealousy. And I've read probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 articles in the last month or so on this particular notion in various industries, whether it's performing, whether it's technology, whether it's business in general, whether it's school. And the idea that jealousy can really be one of the best examples of self-sabotage and really be one of those like retardants to our forward progress and our success and our feelings of well-being. It's and it's like almost sometimes impossible, you know. For me, recently, it was auditioning for, being called back twice, being told wonderful things by the director in a commercial audition, and then not getting the gig and seeing the commercial on television and thinking to myself, huh, that's what they wanted for that? Okay, all right, fine. Um, Jealousy can really stop you dead in your tracks. It can really be a big problem. And there was an article recently, one that I want to bring to your attention, especially as performers, in Backstage, and it was written by Eddie Ramos. And I put a link in the blog post on viotagogo.com where this video is. He says, you look at not getting a gig as equal to not being as skilled as the person who may have gotten it. You get jealous. It's natural. And there are some things that you can do. He has 3 points, and then I have a fourth bonus point that I want to share with you. He says, first of all, acknowledge that you're on a journey. I would add to that, acknowledge maybe that guy did or that woman did have something that you didn't have that they needed for that spot. It's entirely likely that that's the case. It's also entirely likely that they labored over the decision as to who to book for it. But acknowledge that you're on a journey and that the journey is going to take you places that other people will be jealous of you for arriving at. Just know that this is a wonderful path to follow. It's filled with really exciting, happy times, and it's filled with some really frustrating stuff, some really frustrating experiences. Second point he has is recognize your accomplishments. So yeah, you can look at, I could have looked at that ad for the commercial that I auditioned for and really ignored all of the wonderful successes and accomplishments that I had in lieu of that one, shortcoming, the one thing that I didn't get. Well, what about all the things that I did get? I want you to remember that too. What about all the great things that happened to you and have happened and will happen to you along your journey, right? And then rethink your jealous behavior. Really think about the idea. This is the third point that Eddie Ramos makes. Rethink that jealous behavior and think about how effective that really is. Does it really help you feel better, or does it stick in your craw? Does it really help you move forward in your career, or does it make you sit still while you stew in that jealousy? Does it help you book more stuff? Does it help you be a better actor? Does it help you be a better performer? And if you're not in the world of performance, does it move you along in your journey in whatever business you're in? Rethink that idea of jealousy. And, in the long run, know that it's going to pop up. It's the way our brains work, and it's almost involuntary. But we can acknowledge it and then make a clear decision not to let it rule our lives, right? So I will add my fourth thing, and that's how I do that. And that is to replace that feeling of jealousy, that behavior that occurs, that snideness, that anger that pops up, to instantly replace that with celebration and happiness. Whoever got the gig, be thrilled for them. Think about how hard they have tried to get where they are, to get that booking, to get that gig, right? And, you know, I saw my commercial in the middle of a win for my favorite basketball team, the Golden State Warriors. I mean, I had plenty of opportunity to change it almost immediately because, you know, I was celebrating myself. And so I thought to myself, oh, that's great that guy got that job. That's great. And next time, if I see him, I'm going to congratulate him on it. I'm going to say, hey, that was really great, because that's how I really feel. So replace those negative feelings and those negative behaviors. And believe me, I know it's easier said than done sometimes, but make the decision to simply do it. And know that jealousy in general is a byproduct of fear. That's what it is, plain and simple. It's a byproduct of fear. Fear of the unknown, fear that I'm not good enough, fear that I'm never going to book something again. Fear of the thing that I need to do most. Get back in there and audition again. Go take an acting class. Do something other than sit in my own juices and stew in them and just decry the fact that some other actor, you know, did better than I did, you know, instead of celebrating how great it is for them. Consider why you're jealous and then take immediate action. Don't let it fester. Don't let it, you know, become a boil that you have to pop, right? So there you go. Thoughts. What are your thoughts? When you begin to feel jealous, what do you do? How do you handle it? What are your tools? What are your tips and tricks? Share it with everybody. Give me a comment below this video on vo2gogo.com. If you're watching it anywhere but there, go over to vo2gogo.com. We'd love to have you. I'd love to help you take advantage of all the different things that we do as a place where people train and learn and become better at both performing, voiceover, success, and productivity. And if you would like to be notified when my new videos come out, because we're doing one a day for the entire year, and you'd like to join, subscribe to my YouTube channel and get that notification, click on my face there. If there's no face, look for a subscribe button somewhere below the video. You want to see the latest video I've done? Click on that frame and YouTube will play it for you. I'm David H. Lawrence the 17th. I thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you tomorrow.